Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'm creating this beautiful holiday look. I made it simple even though it looks super glam. I didn't show you, but at the end of the video, I added a half lash from the Demi Wispies from Kiss. But everything that I did was super simple, and even the foundation that I used was a tinted moisturizer, so it's super light coverage. It's the season of gift giving, and for that reason I partnered today with Ana Luisa Jewelry just to show you guys a few different ways to elevate your style during the holidays and all year round. As an image consultant, personal stylist, and makeup artist, one of the tips that I give to my clients, even my most natural clients, to elevate their style is to use their makeup. Whether that's a little bit of a brow, mascara, blush, and a lip, I always tell them to do something with their makeup just so that they look more awake and they elevate their overall look. But I always recommend to either have a special shoes or statement shoes or a statement bag or blazer, and also to add jewelry. And that's why Ana Luisa was a perfect fit for this video, because it's the holidays, so you want to be able to give the people that you love gifts, or you want to be able to give the person that you love the most, which hopefully is yourself, a gift as well. They have their holiday winter sale, which gets you a 35% off discount on their pieces. And I will leave the name of the pieces that I'm wearing today in the description box below so that you can check them out. But Ana Luisa, I've partnered with them in the past and I've used their pieces for about 4 months now, and the pieces are still in perfect condition. They are plated pieces, but they don't get tarnished. And I live in a humidity of 100%. And one of the reasons why I wouldn't wear jewelry before is because it was either too expensive to buy gold jewelry, or the pieces that I would buy that were more affordable, they would just be wasted money because they would look pretty for the first time and then they would be black or tarnished and they wouldn't last. So Ana Luisa is a sustainable company. They are a company that's working towards being completely carbon neutral, and they have a lot of pieces that have recycled gold and whatnot. I love that about them because who doesn't want to support a sustainable company? But also their pieces are so good that they have a 2-year warranty. So if you have any issues with their pieces, which I don't think you will have, the fact that you buy them and get a 2-year warranty makes you feel like you can trust the brand and that you can buy the pieces confident that they will last for a long time. And that's something that will elevate your style for sure. I love to layer necklaces and I love to wear a few rings just to make me look more put together. So thank you to Ana Luisa for partnering today with me. Everything that I mentioned today I will leave in the description box below. So for the pieces that I'm wearing today from them, I'm wearing the Petra ring, and I don't know the name of all of the pieces, but I will leave them linked below. But I'm also wearing this beautiful ring that has this white stone, and then this one that looks like a chain, and these feel like nothing on the fingers. You guys, I love chunky things, but I don't like to feel like I'm weighed down by jewelry, because sometimes my neck will get stiff from it, or I will just want to remove things from my hand. These have enough weight to feel good quality, but they don't feel like I'm comfortable with them, if you know what I mean. For the necklaces, the one in the center is one that was a gift from my husband, and it's a gold piece that I never take off. But then this Aina necklace, this is so beautiful, you guys. I've been wanting a necklace like this for years now, and since I couldn't afford to get it in gold and I saw it in the Ana Luisa website, I said why not, and it gives me all the vibes. I wear it every single time that I'm going out and that I'm showing my neck. This is a newer piece to my Ana Luisa collection, or my jewelry collection, because I don't have a big collection and most of my pieces are either these 2 gold pieces, which are my earrings and my necklace that my husband gave to me last Christmas, or then my Ana Luisa jewelry that I have. This is a horseshoe with Roman numbers right here, engraved right here. It's so tiny and dainty, and you can even make it look shorter or longer depending. This is the longest that it looks, but I just love layering their pieces, you guys. I will leave the name of the pieces that I grabbed this time, which are these 2 rings and this horseshoe necklace, below, because I think they're beautiful for not only for the holidays but to elevate your style all year round. So if you want to see how I created this simple holiday look with products that are holiday releases that were sent to me, or products that I purchased on the VIB sale or the Black Friday sale from Sephora, then just keep on watching. Okay, so to start, on today's video, you guys know I will show you products that I haven't used before, or products that I just purchased for the VIB sale, or holiday releases that were sent to me, or things that I purchased on Black Friday. This is the D'Alba First Spray Serum, and this is, I think, the white truffle one, and it was 50% off because it used to be $18, but then it went up because you guys know YouTube made it famous. I've been using it on myself for the past 5 days, and I've been really enjoying it. Since I have oily skin, I can use this to hydrate my skin, and it will not make my face more oily or my T-zone more oily. And I will use this as my hydrator usually before applying my unseen sunscreen by Supergoop, which I'm gonna be applying today since I'm not going out. And this is an everyday holiday look. Guys, you guys know that I always use the Buxom Plum Shot in the shade Flush. This was sent to me last year during the holiday season, and this is a product that is permanent from Buxom, and it plumps your lips, so it preps them for a lipstick, in my opinion, and you can even use it as its own lip product. But then they came up with this duo. This is the Buxom Plum Shot in the shade Dolly Babe. This is the Powerline Plumping Lip Liner in the shade Dangerous Dolly. I've been using this as a lipstick. I don't see the plumping effect of the lip liner, and I think it's a little bit crumbly because you have to use it without rolling up the product too much because it can break. But the color is beautiful. The color is super pretty. Get 2 products for a great price for the holiday sets. And now that Sephora has 20% off for the holiday releases, you guys should take advantage of that. That's until December 10th. So this is the one that I'm using right now on my lips to prep them. And what I like about this one better than Flush is that it gives you more color. So I can use this as my everyday lippy without my lips looking too pale. You guys, it's an everyday product, and I use this every single day on my trip, and I haven't finished it. This is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Light Revealer in the shade 2 and 1 Nude. This gives me just the right amount of coverage that I would need, and then I can add on a little bit more coverage with concealer. I'm applying a little bit with my finger, and then I will rub it on with my beauty sponge. This is the AOA one, and I usually buy them on Amazon. You guys, every time I teach a makeup lesson, whether it's online or in person, and I usually recommend a tinted moisturizer, I go back to my tinted moisturizers, and I don't know why I left them alone in the first place. They give you the right amount of coverage without it being too much, so you can use them on an everyday basis, but they will even out your skin softly. You can still see my pimples and my imperfections, but my skin will look more even while staying natural. One thing that I started using during my trip because I couldn't help myself is the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Color Corrector in the shade Pink Pomelo, and this is the lightest shade, and I've been using this every single day, you guys. I wanted to have a color corrector from the new releases, and I was in between the Natasha Denona one and this one, and I decided to go for this one. And I'm not saying that I'm not gonna pick up the Natasha Denona one, but this was my first choice. I've been loving it. It gives me the right amount of coverage that I would need, and it's super lightweight. And then I'm gonna try this one for the first time today. This is the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Luminous Matte Liquid Concealer, and I grabbed mine in the shade Marshmallow, and which is the 1.3 Golden. And this looks super light, but it would be a good concealer to highlight my face, which is something that I've been loving for the past 2 years almost. So I'm pretty excited to try this formula, and if I love it and I want another color, I can pick it up. I've heard so many people raving about this concealer that I've been really wanting to try it. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can build it under my eyes, and I will let you guys know my thoughts on it. This feels so thin, but it's giving me coverage at the same time. The product that I took with me on my trip was the Tarte Shape Tape, and when you compare it to that, it's like 100% more lightweight than that one, but it's still giving me coverage. But it feels as if I was wearing nothing, you guys, nothing. It's so thin. I'm impressed. I want to keep trying it, and I want to keep using it and see if it does look as full coverage at the end of the day, but I'm impressed so far. This one feels even lighter than the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Concealer, and that one, it's a light coverage, but it feels super light and fluffy on the skin. And this feels even lighter, but it does give you full coverage. So far, it gives me full coverage. On my Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Blush video, I swatched all of the ones that I had, and I mentioned that you guys should pick this setup, and they sent it to me. This is such a good thing because two of the shades, even though I already have them, they are my favorite ones. So Provence is one of my favorites, and I have it now in a mini so I can travel with it. And then Promenade, I don't have it. So it's the one that I'm gonna be using today for this holiday look. And I can't wait to see how it looks on the cheeks. But if you guys want to see every single shade swatch on my cheeks, you can go ahead and watch that video. I will leave it linked below. I'm using this Luxie 522 taper highlighting brush to apply this one. I think I prefer the shade Coastline and the Provence one, which are the cream formulas. This color is not my favorite, but it will do. I will use it. And I will set everything with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. They came up with a set that they always come up with every year that comes with the powder and the Laura Mercier buff. And you can always try to get them on the Sephora sale, and then also on the Laura Mercier website. They always have holiday sales as well. And the puff from Laura Mercier is really nice. I take those with me on my makeup artistry kit, and I use them on myself as well. So today I'm gonna pour a little bit right here. And what I love about the holiday packaging is that for me, packaging, even though it doesn't make me buy any product, it will feel more special to me when they have different packaging, even with a permanent product. For bronzer, I'm not using anything new. I'm using my Elephant Ambient Lighting palette. This was the one that I took with me on my trip, and it was the only one that I used. And this has been removing the craving that I had to get the new ambient lighting palettes, the holiday palettes from this year. So I've been mixing the bronzer with the two ambient lighting powders that it comes with. And then that I apply as my bronzer with an oldie that it's no longer available, but I know that Wayne Goss came up with his brushes again. This is the Wayne Goss number 13. And this will give me the warmth that I need to make my skin more even, and then a little bit more bronzy with just dimension overall. And then after applying that nose contour with the Refer number 32, I'm gonna grab the two ambient lighting powders right here and the Wayne Goss airbrush brush, which I think this is the one that I'm gonna miss the most. I think he should come up with this one again because it's the most wonderful brush that I have from him. And I'm gonna try to buff my face with it because all my brushes, the ones that I use on myself, are dirty. These ambient lighting powders are permanent, by the way. They are the shade Dim Light, I think it's permanent, and then Soft Light. They have come up with this one on different palettes, and I think they should do a single of it. For my everyday holiday look, I could use this Laura Mercier release that they came up with, and it's a trio of their caviar sticks. It comes with 3 shades: Strapless, Au Natural, which can be the transition shade, and then Amethyst. So these are mini shades. If you want to try them, you guys know that I always mention them on my channel. It's my favorite cream eyeshadow formula, and I'll be going in with Au Natural as my base, and these blend like a dream. But not only that, they will stay put on your eyes like nothing else. It's one of those products that it's just a classic, and that you can use them all year round. You can use them if you have oily eyelids, and they will always work, even if you have mature eyelids. So you just have to find the shades that you love the most. For me, Cocoa is my favorite, and even I took it with me on my trip and I used it. You can use it for liner and whatnot as a base for eyeshadow, but I love to use these on their own as well. You could even use these and then wing liner, and that would be it. You don't have to set them. You have to do one eye at a time so that they don't get dry and set on your eyes before blending them. That way you will avoid having a messy look. But the good thing about them is that when they set, but they also, when they're just applied on your skin, you can blend them super easy. And then I'm going in with Strapless, just so you guys can see how these work and how they could be just the only shades that you use for a look. So I'm applying a little bit of it and then blending it with the same brush, and that's it. That's just all you need to do, mascara, and that can be a look. This is the Pretty Grunge palette, and I purchased this one on the BIB sale. I'm gonna use a couple shades from this palette today because I just wanna leave the look as it is right now. But I wanna make sure that you guys can see how this one looks so stunning on the eyes. And I'm using the shade Maverick, which is this glowy shade, perfect for the holidays. I'm gonna see if I can apply it with my fingers first, just to give a little bit of a glow overall to my eyelid, and then do wing liner, and that's it. And then I'm grabbing Avant-Garde and a little bit of Renegade to do my lower lash line, and that's gonna be it for the eyeshadows. So for my liner, I ended up using the same grunge palette with the shade Grunge, which is this sort of liquid eyeliner. And then for my mascara, I use the Superhero Mascara by IT Cosmetics, which is the one that I have open right now. And I set the liner with the Renegade shade so that it doesn't budge. I don't know if it's gonna be foolproof, but I'm hoping that it is, because everything that I've tried from Huda, except for an older palette with a different formula, has been good. And I'm gonna do my waterline with the Pixie by Petra in the shade Bronze Beam. A little bit of Maverick on my inner corner can be also a good thing, so I'm gonna apply it right here, and that way the look can be more holiday-ish for sure. Okay, and for lips, you guys know that I always go for a nude lip, but I have a couple choices right here. I'm gonna show you two of them. One is with a gloss, because Buxom sent me their holiday gloss release. The shade that I would pull up for this look today, even though they come with Kristen, Sugar, Charlie, and Jessica, I think they're all permanent shades, so you can purchase just one, or you can buy the holiday set so that you guys can have variety. I'm gonna use the shade Jessica today, and then I'm gonna show you a more classic holiday look with a matte lip color that is also my favorite, and has been my favorite for my makeup artistry kit for years. So Jessica, it's beautiful because it gives you a flush of color, and this is one of the plumping lip polish, because they come in lip creams and lip polishes, and the opacity varies between the formulas. So this is lovely, you guys, and you can even layer that with Charlie, which is sort of like a clear one, but it has shimmer on it. And this is again lip polish. So this would be look number one. And then the only red that I always keep in my collection, and the only red that I've repurchased throughout the years, even though I'm not a person that wears red all the time, but I use it on my makeup artistry kit and I use it on myself a ton. This is my personal one. This is the Lady Balls Melted Matte from Too Faced. My mom uses red every day. This red I purchased for her. I've recommended it to her. My entire family, my aunts, they all have this red in their collection. It's super long lasting, it's matte, and it's beautiful. It's the perfect holiday red. Okay guys, so that's it for the video. So thank you, Ana Luisa, for partnering with me for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the holiday look, and don't forget to go and check the link below that I have for the Ana Luisa website so that you can get 35% off for their winter holiday sale. And I hope you can recreate this look. I always leave a question in the comment section below so that we can chat about makeup. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already. I love you, and I guess I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.